A few years ago, I met a man who had changed the way I view myself and others forever. I was in the middle of a painful divorce and I was looking for a therapist to help me through the process of healing. That's when I met Dr. Taylor Hartman. He is the developer of the Color Code and he is also the author of the People Code. You may have heard of him because his theories are world renowned and his theories have become somewhat iconic. He believes that just as we have a conscience that talks to us about what's right and wrong, we also have a driving core motive that teaches us about who we really are. And if we don't listen to that core motive and we disregard it, then we're being incongruent with ourselves and that can lead to unhappiness. No two personalities are alike, but there are four main personality types that Dr. Hartman symbolizes with color. There are many blends to these colors that shape our personalities, but everyone has one driving core motive. The four colors are reds, which are motivated by power, blues, which are motivated by intimacy, whites, which are motivated by peace, and yellows, which are motivated by play and fun. In order to discover what your core personality is, or core color, you need to take the Hartman personality profile. And that's found in his book. It's a questionnaire full of where you answer what your personality type was as a child and what you tend to lean towards as an adult. So each color comes with its own set of weaknesses as well as strengths. And to become a charactered individual, you want to try and adopt the strengths of the other colors, which cancel out the weaknesses of your color. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about all four colors, and as I do so, try and think about which color you fall into. So reds, they're motivated by power. These are super driven people. They're very goal-oriented, they're very dynamic and direct. They're natural born leaders. Some of the weaknesses of reds are that they tend to be very arrogant, and they like to argue simply for the sake of arguing. They think it's fun. They also tend to be out of touch with their feelings. Blues, they are motivated by intimacy, and the strengths of blues are that they tend to be very emotionally deep and very sincere. They really listen in conversations and they remember the things that were brought up in the conversations, and they're just very thoughtful. Some of the weaknesses of blues are that they tend to be really moody and unpredictable and over emotional. They also are very self-righteous, and so they're the world's best lecturers. They also tend to be very self-sacrificing, which is a strength, but it also can be a weakness. Whites are motivated by peace. And so because they're motivated by peace, it's not surprising that they are very peaceful and quiet, reflective people. They're very kind, and everybody loves whites. They're very easy to get along with. They're very patient and accepting of life. Some of the weaknesses of whites are that because they obsess about keeping the peace, and so they are fearful of confrontation. They also take a wait and see approach to life, and they aren't very good goal setters. They're dishonest with their feelings, and they refuse to take a stand on issues. Yellows, they're motivated by play, and because of that, they're obviously very playful and energetic people. They're very social, and they look at life as an adventure that should be enjoyed. On the other hand, their weaknesses are they tend to be very superficial and they need to look good socially, and they are very uncommitted and tend to be very flighty. So once you understand the color code, you have the tools to help you in all of your relationships. You start to understand how to better communicate with your boss. You understand why your spouse has to talk through everything. You understand how to motivate your child. Once you understand who you are, you can better understand why you do what you do, and you can fine-tune your strengths. It's also empowering to recognize your limitations so that you can develop into a healthy and charactered individual. If life is about using the whole box of crayons, Dr. Hartman will teach you how to color.